Grab some popcorn because we're going to be here for a little bit of time because we're going to be looking at the brand new Sinful spoil lore of a brand new deck, Goblin Biker support, and some other support along with the rest of the Sinful spoils. We have the brand new archetype, which is all fusions, spells, and traps. We have Goblin Biker getting a new monster, a spell, and a trap, and also 2 new Sinful spoils. So let's take a look at these cards and let's see where this goes. So first off, we have the brand new Aina Ray Silvia. It is a Dark Illusion Fusion Effect monster, level 6, 1900 attack, and 1500 defense. 1 illusion monster plus 1 light spellcaster monster. You can only use the second effect and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Any battle damage your Zimina monster other than this card, Aina Ray Silvia, inflicts to your opponent is doubled. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you contribute this card, negate that effect. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add 1 Sinful spoil trap from your deck to your hand. Silvia is definitely a very good card because it gets to other Sinful spoil traps, which I really do like. But overall, at the start, it is very interesting of a card. After Silvia, let's get into the next fusion, and this fusion is going to be Asam Mo Regina. It is a Dark Illusion Fusion Effect monster, level 6, 2000 attack, and 2400 defense. 1 illusion monster plus 1 light spellcaster monster. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add 1 Zimina or Sinful spoil card from your deck to your hand. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense for each Zimina monster you control, and if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add 1 Sinful spoil spell from your deck to your hand. This card's absolutely broken. No matter what, it is 100% broken. And getting any of your Sinful spoil spells is very good because it gets you Wanted, it gets you original Sinful spoil, it gives you so much, and honestly, this is definitely going to be one of the more powerful fusions in the whole entire deck. After that, let's get into the next fusion monster. We have Zimina Soul Elelicone, I think that is. It is a Dark Illusion Fusion effect, 2700 attack and 0 defense. Level 6. It takes 1 illusion monster plus 1 fiend monster. Fiendsmith, beware. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn, and if this card is fusion summoned, you can target 1 card on the field, send it to the graveyard. Hello, Dingrisu. And during each standby phase, you can target 1 Zimina or Sinful spoil card in your graveyard added to your hand. We have more recursion if they hit Wanted down to 1. Because most of the time, you're not going to be banishing it to draw. You're going to be getting it back so you can search it. But realistically, this is definitely better in the TCG than the OCG because we have 3 and they have 1. And now let's get into the big, bad, evil boss monster of the deck. It is the Aina Mo Regina. It is a Dark Illusion Fusion Effect monster, level 8, 3000 attack and 2000 defense. 1 illusion monster plus 1 level 6 or higher fiend monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can target 1 illusion monster in your graveyard, except Aina Mo Regina, special summon it. When a Sinful spoil or a Zimina card or effect is activated, except Mo Regina, quick effect, you can target up to 2 cards on the field, destroy them. Oh, double removal. This is really powerful of a card, and honestly, I could definitely see this being part of your end board, which I really cannot wait to see what people do with this deck. Now let's get into how we could summon these cards. With every fusion deck, you need a fusion spell, and this is a very correct fusion spell, being Sacred Asam Mina. It is a normal spell, and you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Reveal 1 Zimina fusion monster in your extra deck, and send 1 Sinful spoil card from your hand and or field to the graveyard for every 4 levels it has. If those cards are set, reveal them. Then special summon the revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Zimina monster you control or in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. So you get 2 fusion summons off the bat, off of just 1 card. This card is absolutely crazy, but you need to reveal the Zimina fusion monster and then send Sinful spoil cards for every 4 levels. So you're going to be investing 2 cards every fusion summon. If you haven't gotten a headache yet, just wait because we're getting into the thick of it. We have Zimina Lettuce. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, but it is a quick play spell card and you can only use it first or use one of the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn and only once that turn. During the main phase, reveal 1 Zimina fusion monster from your extra deck and send 1 Sinful spoil card from your hand or field to the graveyard for every 4 levels it has. If those cards are set, reveal them, then special summon this revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. During the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Zimina monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Wow, you have 2 fusion spells, one of them is a quick play and one of them is a normal spell, so you're going to be doing stuff on your opponent's turn. And honestly, this is going to be super nice because it gets your cards from the graveyard back onto the field, which could definitely hinder your opponent depending on how set up you are. They literally said to give this deck a whole bunch of spells and traps, so let's get into the next card. We have a wonderful card here, and realistically I think this is one of the more powerful ones. We have a Zimina Harmadia. It is a normal trap card and you can only use one effect of the first and second effect of this card's name per turn and only once that turn. Reveal 1 Zimina fusion monster in your extra deck and then shuffle 1 Sinful spoil card from your graveyard and or banishment into the deck for every 4 level it has. Then special summon the revealed fusion monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Sinful spoil spell trap card in your graveyard, set it, but it cannot be activated this turn. Okay, so when I said broken, I definitely mean broken because this can recycle back your banished wanteds for free, just to summon out a fusion monster. Overall, this is definitely one of the more broken cards in the whole entire deck, but luckily it's a trap card, so it does have that little bit of leeway to not be broken. So after that, let's get into the last card, I think, or into another part, being the Sinful spoils. We have Sinful spoil Deception. It is a continuous spell, and you can only use the first and second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. You contribute 1 monster from your hand or field, and 1 Zimina card from your deck to your hand. If a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you control an Zimina monster, you can make your opponent lose 1,500 life points, and if you do, gain 1,500 life points. Very nice time card. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, from the face-up spell and trap card zone, you could set it. So, a recursive time card. I really like this card, and it gets any of your Zimina cards from your deck to your hand, so you can fusion summon, and literally, you could just go into full combo just off of this card. That's actually really crazy. This and a monster, full combo. Next up on the Sinful spoil bout, we have Sinful spoil Offenders. It is a normal trap card, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If your opponent special summons the monsters from the deck and or extra deck, and you control a Diabellstar monster card, target 1 card or 1 monster they control, shuffle it into the deck. Hello! Shuffling back to the deck. That's very powerful. If your Diabellstar monster battles an opponent's monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard. That opponent's monster's attack becomes halved until the end of this turn. This is a neat little battle trap, but also it definitely counters a lot of the special summon capabilities that decks have, so you can just put back whatever your opponent summons back and they don't get to use it until they can summon it back out. Next up, adding on to the lore, we have brand new Goblin Biker cards with Badass Goblin Biker. I'm happy I can say that in a card name. It's a level 6 Dark Fiend effect monster, 2400 attack and 0 defense. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are goblin monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower goblin monster from your deck. And that's really good. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on the field, attach it to your Goblin Exceed monster as material. This card's really good for Goblin Biker, and overall, I definitely think that this is going to be a staple in a lot of decks, because you could get 2 free materials. If there's a Light Goblin, you can summon this and summon out the Light Goblin and go into Chaos Angel. Realistically, very good card. So after that, let's get into the spell card that goes with it, being Goblin Biker Grand Imprisonment. It is a quick play spell, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Tribute one monster, special summon one goblin monster from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn. When a monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard and detach any number of materials from your Goblin Exceed monsters. All face-up monsters your opponent currently control lose 1,000 attack for each material detached until the end of this turn. Interesting battle phase gimmick, but being able to tribute out a monster to special summon any goblin from your deck is very powerful because there's a lot of good utility in Goblin Biker, and being able to get them to the graveyard as fast as you can is very useful. And finally, we're on the last card, and this card is going to be very interesting. It's Goblin Biker Grand Crisis. It's a continuous trap, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can target one goblin monster you control, and one monster your opponent controls, or one goblin monster in your graveyard and a monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish both. Banish removal, very good. You can send this face-up card from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard, then target 5 of your banished goblin monsters with different names, special summon them. You must special summon 5, and that is very crazy, but it makes sense because that's what you want to do. You want to spam out all 5 so you can just immediately attack for game, because I feel like that this is going to be, you banish 5, you attack whatever, or get rid of whatever your opponent has, then go into battle phase, summon all 5 of them out, and swing probably for game, which is possible. But I wanted you guys to think about this whole entire lore dump that we got tonight. 12 total cards, and honestly, I definitely need sleep after this. But I want to know what you guys think about all these cards, how Zimina is, the new Sinful spoil cards, and the new wave of Goblin Biker. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.